So we're navigating our way between the islands from Baltimore to Skull. We're not going to Skull. Skull is off over that direction, over to the way you're looking. You can see those distinctive white airplane thingies on top of that mountain over there. Over to our, in front of us are the Cove Islands, and over to our left in the distance, that's Cape Clear. So we're heading towards Cape Clear. We're going to go past Cape Clear and we're heading for Crookhaven. So this is us leaving Crookhaven. We finally got out of Baltimore Bay. We came over to Crookhaven for the night, and now we're heading around to Mizen Head. There's the lovely cotton on the wheel, and this is the Dunmanus Sound between those rocks over there. The mainland over there, and the open sea in front of us. We're going to turn right shortly and head down to Mizen Head. So that's Head, up close and comfortable, and in the distance that's Mizen Head. Past looking back now at Head, and there's Cove in there, and in front of us Mizen Head. Visit Mizen Head. That's where you'll park your car up there. We're motor sailing here. There is enough wind to sail by, but not in the direction that we want to go. First thing you learn about sailing is the wind is always on the nose. So we're motor sailing around Mizen, and when we go around the corner the wind will probably stay on the nose, but then when we get into Dunmanus Bay we will probably be able to take out the head sail and turn off the engine. So there's Mizen Head. There's the rocks. We're quite close to the shore. This is as close as we dare to come. Straight out that way is Canada. A little south to the United States, and a lot south to Spain and Portugal. A bit closer to the rocks there. We're only about 150 metres now. So we're around Mizen Head, and the good news is that horrible noise is gone. That's the engine is off because we're sailing. And if you look up there, you'll see we have both sails going now, and no horrible thump. We're about as close cold as we can go. That means we're near to the wind. So we're a fine line. We're just about going to make it around the headland here, and then we're going to turn into Dunmanus Bay. That arrow at the top of the mast tells us where the wind is coming from, and it's been veering around, and what we really don't want is for that to come dead behind us, because then we have to do something called a jibe, which is quite exciting, because the sail, the main sail, that thing, goes from that side very abruptly to the other side, and if you're standing in the way, this bar at the bottom of it, which is called the boom, hits you on the head, and that's why it's called a boom. The wind, since we turned into Dunmanus Bay, the wind has been slowly veering around, which means, backing around, which means that it's going more and more towards directly behind us. That's Three Castle Head, way down there in the distance that we came around. That's Sheep's Head over that side, on the north side. So we're anchored here in a place called Cove, or in Dunmanus Bay. And that's the way out down there behind the boat. That's Owen's Island, and that's the other side. There's that mountain with those two beacons for aircraft that I was telling you about, and the side of that skull. So today we're going to up anchor. That's our anchor pole, by the way. That black pole signifies that we're at anchor. We're going to take up our anchor. We're going to go back the way we came with this wind behind us, all the way down to the mouth of the bay, turn south another 3 miles or so down to Mizen Head, and then turn east and find an anchorage so we're in among the islands, by which time I'm hoping the wind will have gone north and we'll have it on the beam, which is my preferred sailing angle. But we've been here for the last 2 days, and as you can see, it's quite a pretty little place. A pier over there, and a pub where they do a nice pint of Guinness. So that's Three Castle Head in front of us. It's still about 4 miles away, so the current rate we're sailing, so it's probably going to take us an hour to get there. We're leaving Dunmanus Bay, but I just wanted to show you some of the fabulous sunshine we've got and what the place looks like in almost ideal conditions. Well, as a sailor, I'm never really satisfied, but you know, we could do with a little bit more wind, because we're plodding along now. We're down to 3 knots. We really should be going 5, 6, 7 knots. When you get over 6 knots, it starts to get a bit exciting. And maybe a little bit too more energetic. But this is a little bit to go to sleep. Okay. So here we are, just turning back around what's it called? Mizen Head. And so we're back onto the south coast of Ireland. We're heading on a course of 100 degrees, which is just a little bit south of east. And if you look in front there, you see off to our starboard, which in layman's terms is off to our right, there's the Fastnet Rock with the distinctive lighthouse on it.
Where is it?
And the museum up here in Mizen Head has some very interesting stuff on how they built it and the way they built it. So we're heading to a place called Long Island, which is a little bit past Crookhaven, and we're going to anchor in there between the mainland and Long Island.